We've then got a 4-game goal rush with our featured match coming from Old Trafford, where Brentford travel to face Manchester United. Erik ten Hag's side have lost back-to-back home games. And in the build-up to this one, we've been speaking to new arrival Sofyan Amrabat.
Good.
So there is Sofyan Amrabat, a Manchester United debut.
I think in life, but also in football, it never goes only good. You always have a moment that maybe it will be a little bit difficult. And now I think it's now a bit the moment, but we just started. We still have a very long season, a long way. We play good games, a lot of positive and good things. Maybe with a bit more luck, we won the games that we didn't win. Nobody will give it to you. You have to work for it. But we work very hard, and I believe it will be fine. It will be good. He's one of the best of the world. He was very successful everywhere where he went, where he worked. He was very successful in Utrecht, in Ajax, here. Fantastic first season. He wants to win always. He wants to play attacking football, attractive football from the back. He demands a lot from us, but I think it's normal. We are in a big club.
The player who has played in every outfield position but striker in his career, Sofyan Amrabat.
Yeah, I do my best. Of course, I'm not a left back, but if the team needs me there, I will play there. I will give my best. I will give everything for the team, and that's. I think you have to ask other people what they think about my performances. For me, it's the most important that I help the team, and that's what I try always. It's nice that after my brother, I also now play in the Premier League. Yeah, he told me it's a strong league. It's with a lot of strong teams. Every week it's a difficult game. You don't have easy games. And he told me that he thinks it's a perfect league for me. That it suits me very well. We train a lot. What the manager asks from us, the way that he wants that we play. We put a lot of time and energy in that, and there are a lot of good things. Of course, we are not perfect yet, but I think nobody's perfect. It needs time. But I think also the results, if the results come, it will be only faster. Then the confidence will grow, and I think that is the most important thing now, patience. And yeah, and of course we have to start to win games, and then it will only be better and better.
Well, after all the optimism for last season, Sofyan Amrabat comes to Manchester United with them having lost 6 of their first 10 games in all competitions. It's their worst start for 37 years. And today, they're looking to avoid a 3rd straight home league defeat at Old Trafford since 1977.
Yeah, it's not the greatest time for Manchester United at the moment. There are so many things we can talk about here. And then, you know, from the ownership of the club, you know, off football, off field situations, which is kind of out of the club's control, but takes up a lot of the narrative, injuries, signings, and obviously Amrabat is someone that Ten Hag has been chasing him a long time. We've been hearing about this player for a very, very long time, and of course he comes to the club. We then have to have a little look at him, and I mean, he's for sure. I can guarantee you, he is not a left fullback.
Yeah, but he, by his own admission, isn't a left back. I mean,
but this is a problem I have. Well, you look at the players that have been brought in. He's been brought in to do a specific job. We've heard about him, how good he is. I know it's a couple of games in. But when you look at that, you think, is that what the team, is that what they need at the moment?
But if he's taken a couple of risks there, does Erik ten Hag need to answer a few questions for putting him there in the first place?
Potentially. I think there's better options to play at left-back. I know that he's played a number of positions that they spoke about in his interview, but I just think when you look at Manchester United's backline, the last thing they probably need is an inverted fullback and someone who doesn't play there week in, week out. What you need is 4 solid defenders and then worry about what goes on going up the pitch. But when you're trying to, and as Pete said there, he doesn't think it was pre-planned. I think when you start trying to take risks and leaving that space, when you're conceding goals as well, you're not scoring that many, you're so open, I think it's a recipe for disaster at the minute and something that Ten Hag has to look at.
Well, defensively, they've conceded 18 goals in all competitions. So would you not move Amrabat as a double pivot for that extra layer of protection alongside Casemiro in a place that he knows well?
Yeah, we don't know the team yet.
No. But would you like to see that?
So today, you said it's a must-win game. It is a must-win game, you know. I mean, you can't be losing another game. I mean, that would just put the club and Ten Hag under so much pressure. So it is a must-win game. So how do you do that? How do you go about that? Well, first of all, eradicate all the mistakes. Make sure you don't concede easy goals, because of all the goals conceded, most of them have been easy concedes. You know, it's where you think either the goalkeeper should have saved it or a defender should have done better. So what I would do today, if I'm Ten Hag, I would actually go a proper back four with defenders. So since we don't know if Reguilon is fit yet to play left fullback, if he's not, then you stick Lindelof in at right back. You put Varane and Johnny Evans in centre half positions, and then you put Dalot on the left. And then you put two number sixes. Like the best period we had last season was Casemiro. Eriksen plays as number 6. You do that. Just make sure that the team is not conceding goals or easy goals. It's at Old Trafford. Something will develop up the pitch. I mean, that's the young kid Højlund. I mean, oh my God, what a revelation.
Is he the one positive right now?
I mean, he is a revelation. This kid, 20 years of age, playing with maturity, I can't remember seeing anyone at Manchester United playing like that. No. With that kind of, he's like he's a big leader now. Everyone looks at him and says, "Whoa, we need Højlund to finish this bad run for us." So
he's like a nice old-fashioned centre forward, which I quite like. He gets the ball, gets hold of it, sets it, gets in the box. I think too often now we see, certainly with the Manchester United attackers, a lot of their work's being done outside of the box, where you don't get your goals in there. Your bread and butter's in and around that 6-yard box. And you look at him, gets hold of it, nice first touch, sets it, and then he just spins and he goes. And I think if he continues to do that, he'll score goals upon goals, because he is what they need, which is a natural centre forward.
Yeah, he's a good finisher. So he's not just that. But he is a good finisher. He understands where to be. And it's funny because when he came on against Arsenal in the first game he played, he came on and he was up against Gabriel, and straight away it was like a fight between them. And the first time he was involved, he won the ball. And as I showed in one of those clips, got a little bit back, passed it back to Bruno Fernandes, eventually got a corner kick. And Casemiro ran all the way from back there up to him and kind of celebrated with him like he'd scored a goal. The team hasn't had that for a very long time. Someone who could keep the ball up. And once they get to know him much better and understands that this is something that he can do every time, I think the benefit from that would be enormous.
He's got 3 goals in 2 Champions League appearances, yet to get off the mark in the Premier League. But you don't get that impression, right, in the way he's playing. He's not snatching at chances.
I know it's coming. You know the goal's coming, 100%, because what I like about him as well is that even though he misses some chances, it's the fact that he's in there. Like, he always hits the target. He very rarely misses the target. But because he's getting these opportunities and his movement's really good, he's got the pace, he's strong, he's powerful, it's only a matter of time. If they keep supplying him with the opportunities, which he will get at Manchester United, he'll score goals for sure.
Yeah. OK, so something for Manchester United fans to be positive about.